Welcome to the Let's Ruin It podcast, where we take your favorite pop culture media, put a legal spin on it, and like all lawyers, we ruin it. Hi there. I am one of your hosts. Very angry today. I don't know why. I feel like I'm shouting, but I'm Liz. Welcome to the Let's Ruin It podcast. I am joined by my co-hosts. I got Diana to the right.
Hello.
I got Jenny to the left.
Hi.
We are proud, oh so proud, to bring you today There's something about Mary.
I don't know how proud we should be.
I don't know how proud we are, but
I don't know about that.
In honor of Valentine's Day.
Oh, so
Yes.
in honor. A 1998 classic where, I mean, guys, I don't know how many crimes we could go through. There's a lot. There's a
also
lot.
a lot of love.
There's a lot. Honestly, I mean, I think our catchphrase for today is, how many crimes before the first date? I mean, let's list it, shall we?
I think this movie is so unhinged. And I think
so unhinged.
I think I forgot actually how unhinged it is. And
I'm with you.
when I rewatched it, I haven't seen it in forever.
Did you laugh?
It was so unhinged, Elizabeth.
Jenny, in honor of you, I guffawed.
Because
I chortled even.
chortled.
It was just
She belly laughed.
It just kept going.
It was insane.
It just kept going and going and going.
I really did.
perfect.
I hadn't seen this movie in quite a long time. And I cannot believe, honestly, how off the wall it was.
Were they high when they wrote this?
I mean,
hope so.
entirely possible because we are talking about the Farrelly Brothers who
Yes.
made some crazy, crazy movies. This was Cameron Diaz's blockbuster.
Right.
Yes.
Because she had already been,
Blockbuster.
she was already in
The
Mask.
Mask. Yep.
And then this is like her
Right
second
after.
feature
Mhm.
film that and this catapulted, right?
Oh my God.
I was thinking that word.
I mean, it's
Totally.
it's literally an example you can give of when one movie, it's like the Pretty Woman
Mhm.
effect for Julia Roberts. One movie
Yep.
just catapults you A-list star overnight. And this movie is based on the budget and their expected profits,
It was
smashed it. It again, I remember it being taught in media classes, in college.
Makes
about,
sense.
It was cited as an example of when
If
your
I remember-
projections can just be completely off.
I feel
because
like it was a $40 million budget and it made like 345
It
was
or
insane.
something.
They made so much. The movie itself made so much money.
So
but then
much.
it became such a cultural phenomenon.
Oh, yeah.
And then
For all the wrong reasons, let's
of
just
course,
say.
of course,
You think so?
1000%. And then it became spoofed and just these iconic scenes and iconic lines.
Right.
And this was the movie was 98, so we're entering into the era of the American Pies and the
Slapstick.
Superbads.
and a lot of the frat pack,
Really
right?
inappropriate
the Judd
kind-
Apatow movies,
Mhm.
that was on its way.
Mm-hmm.
I can't say that this was one of my favorite Ben Stiller movies. There were definitely better.
I mean,
Ben Stiller
I mean, I
movies.
love Zoolander more than this, but I
yes.
love this
I
movie.
also love Dodgeball more than
Yeah.
this.
Dodgeball,
But-
Meet the Fockers.
Meet the
no,
Fockers,
see,
yeah.
I think this movie
Meet the
for me
Parents,
is
whatever.
Better than the Fockers.
beyond
Yeah.
Meet the Parents and
Yeah.
Meet the Fockers.
Yeah.
It's a different type.
It's a type, but I think this one falls in line with my type of humor more.
I think it does.
I think, yeah.
Yes.
Jenny's saying that maybe not as a compliment, but I'm
think
going to
it
take
does.
it as one.
Perhaps not, but hey.
You know what? We'll leave it open-ended.
Yes, but this definitely it falls in line with my interests in
This was-
movies.
This was big though. You had Ben Stiller. You had
Diana
Matt
lost me. Just put it
Dillon.
back in.
Very much a blast from the past because Matt Dillon was more, I think, been around a long time, been like a heartthrob for
Matt
before
Dillon,
that.
yeah.
I don't think a lot of people were who's he anymore? I feel like maybe at that time.
But then he had a resurgence. Wasn't Matt Dillon in
Crash.
Yes, no, but that's not what I'm thinking of. Wild Things.
Oh,
Yes,
he was. He
Ugh,
was. And
what
that
a
was
movie.
other,
Denise Richards.
that was
That's
other,
unhinged.
another memorable.
That's unhinged. And,
Yeah.
and Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
And Nev
Yes.
Campbell.
Yes,
Yes.
Nev Campbell. That's what
I
I was
like that
thinking
movie.
of.
That's
Yes.
the one. Mm-hmm.
So he also had a little bit of a resurgence
But,
in his career.
He did.
No, but
Chris Elliott was in this movie.
Chris Elliott.
Who's
Oh my God.
crazy.
So
Liz,
good.
tell us what this movie is about.
Okay. So, I mean, it's hard to really even say what this movie's all about because it's all over the place. But I mean, honestly, by the title, there's just something about Mary, guys.
Everybody loves her.
Everyone is
perfect.
obsessed with Mary. She is the epitome, I think, of a guy's girl.
Right.
Right?
She
A guy's
She's the girl next door.
She's beautiful.
Right.
She's got a great personality.
She's funny.
She's a surgeon. Like, she's an orthopedic surgeon.
Right, but even before that, even in high
Before
school,
that,
it's like
everybody
she's nice to
you're right.
everyone. She's
Everyone-
not not an
right.
asshole,
Not a
even
jerk.
though she's like
Not a mean
super
girl.
beautiful.
Mhm.
She's not a mean girl.
She's got I hate to say the
mentally
special brother,
disabled brother
right?
who she like really is protective of.
Yep.
She
will do anything for him.
I mean, even like, like her, like she's got like her stepfather's black. Like it's just like this like very like she's like
This well-rounded,
like she's just like
all-American girl.
Right. Like she's just
right?
got like, I don't know. This
and she picks goofy Ted.
Played by Ben Stiller.
Ben Stiller
Right.
with his
To take her
mouth
to
full of
prom.
braces.
Because she wants the nice guy and she doesn't really care if you're popular or you're jock or you're hot,
Mhm.
like because she's perfect.
And he was very nice to her brother.
Mhm.
And so she
Which is, I think, what
asks
won
him-
her
I think
over.
that's what won her over.
So she asks him to go to prom. And that's where really it all goes wrong.
or goes right, depending on your point of view.
No.
mean,
no,
well,
none of that goes right.
No.
None of that goes
For
right.
who did it go right?
That goes very wrong.
Mary and Ted's
No.
relationship is doomed from the start. Let's just be clear.
I know.
Yeah.
mean, they've got a cloud over their relationship.
But it literally goes right for no one.
No, it's awful.
They never make it to prom.
No. And by the way, it then also, I guess, spoiler alert, but it also sets the wheels in motion for. She breaks up with Woogie to go to the prom with Ted, presumably.
Well,
No.
no. She had
already
got out of
broken-
a
already
relationship
broken up
because he
with
thought
Wookie.
that she was in a relationship, and then someone
Mhm.
tells one of his friends says actually
She's going with Woogie.
and then but that
She's
wasn't his
from
name
an-
back then, right?
It was.
Or
No,
it
it was
was.
Woogie.
The friend
He's
says
from
she's going to
another
prom with
school.
Woogie.
And then but one of his friends says, or she tells him, no, I broke up with him.
Okay,
Right.
fine.
She
Maybe I
did.
don't remember that.
But
she
okay.
did.
So she already broke up with him and then asks Ted to go. to
It
prom.
also comes up later because she reminds him at the end
Yes.
that they had already been broken up before she
That's
asked
right.
Ted out.
That's right. That's right.
So, anywho's, yeah, their relationship is doomed from the start. And
we're good.
that entire scenario leads to
Ugh.
the overarching
Ugh.
theme of this movie, which I'm just going to put in bold letters, people, stalking.
right.
Stalking.
This is a who's who of
This
stalking.
is a stalker movie.
100%.
Probably like the most prominent stalker movie I'm trying to think.
Ever.
Like me, I don't even-
Maybe you? Who's going
Oh, that show?
The
with,
show?
Yeah, with,
That's about
with
the-
Dan Humphrey.
But that's more intense.
Lisa Silverstone, the one with like Carrie Elwes.
Oh, I know who you're talking. What you're talking
Oh.
about?
Ugh.
Crush.
Crush. Is that it?
Crush. Crash.
No.
Crush.
No,
Crush.
I can't think of what it's called.
The Crush. I don't know.
I think that's exactly what it's called. Josh is
Could
going to
be.
cut this part out.
I know.
We're
I know.
taking way too much
But
time
I
to do
mean,
that.
I think like of all the stalker movies, like this one
Oh,
has
yeah.
so much stalking.
But what
and
they
plays
did
off.
was they took stalking and said, let's make stalking funny.
yeah, let's make it fun. But before all that happens, just
We
the
have to talk about what happened.
We have to talk
Bear
about
in
what
mind, it's 1998. It's before
stalking laws.
stalking laws.
No. Stalking law. Everyone, stalking laws
Oh,
were
before
around in
it became-
'98. Please don't.
But before it became a
Liz.
thing, like,
Stalking
No,
has
it was a
always been
thing.
a thing.
It was a thing in '98. It was a thing.
just
Did
What
you?
are you
Do
saying?
you remember a pre-'98 where stalking was okay?
no. I'm not saying stalking was
Okay.
ever okay. What
Huh.
I'm saying is that
Okay.
we were not as maybe hyper aware as we are now.
No. Okay. You
of
know,
the stalking.
I was in 8th grade in '98, and I'm pretty sure I knew that there
no.
was stalking.
Do you know why? Do you know why I'm going to reject that notion?
Why
coming
are you
from
going to
you?
reject it? Because
Um,
I said it? No.
No.
Yeah.
Normally, yes, but this time, no. I'd like to take everyone back to Double Jeopardy, the episode that we did.
Okay.
And Liz said, do you guys remember when we used to get calls from prison all the time?
Oh my God! Yes, I remember.
I don't
this.
remember that at all.
And-
You see,
and
you
you
talk
said-
on the phone
I
with
don't-
people from prison.
And you
I-
said,
I don't remember that
don't you
comment.
guys remember?
Don't you
Josh,
guys
you're going to
remember?
have to pull this up. And Liz said, it was a thing. And Diana and I said, you unhinged human, that
No,
was never a thing.
It was not a thing. If you're calling from prison,
Yes.
then the person who picks up gets a message that says you are receiving a phone call from an inmate
Number, yada,
number
yada,
blah,
yada.
blah, blah, in
Right.
this particular prison.
That happened to me once and I declined.
Oh no! Who was trying to find you from prison?
I have no idea.
Well,
who
Was
it
it an
watch yourself.
ex-boyfriend?
I think it was just random people.
Oh
You know
my
how
God.
they just make
No, I
random
No,
calls
I
sometimes?
No, I don't know that.
Yeah.
Random people from prison
was
are not
not
calling
somebody
me
I know.
randomly.
Are you pen pals with someone?
No, this was a very long time ago. And no.
Yeah.
no,
Were
no,
you
so-
pen pals with someone?
Negative.
Liz has
All
things
right.
to tell us. Maybe
I
she
know.
should tell
I'm
us.
nervous for Liz now.
when we're not
Yeah.
So in this case, stalking was always a thing.
I want you to know-
I feel like you have your
First-
things
Okay,
mixed up.
see? Hello? The first anti-stalking law was 1990.
8 years prior to this, there was a law already. Anti-stalking.
It was, okay, but 8 years
In 94, the
does
federal,
not mean
federal government
it was a big
criminalized stalking
thing.
under the Violence Against Women Act. Violence Against women.
I'm aware of VAWA. Thank you.
Because
that's what they use in immigration cases.
Correct.
Yes.
What I like is that it's impossible to stalk a man. So thank God we have this law,
Yeah.
which is the Violence Against Women's Act. And that's the one that's covering federal protection from stalking.
All right. So the point is, Liz, stalking was a thing.
It was a thing.
It was frowned upon then and now.
Mm-hmm. Don't do it.
Kids, don't do it.
Also,
do it.
kids, if you're getting calls from prison, just to go back to
Just
double
don't
dip, just like
pick
don't
them
take the
up.
call.
Don't take the call. I rejected the call.
No. I'm pretty sure.
Rejected the call.
I don't know if you told us that
Anywho,
part.
I
So
did.
let's go to we have to talk about what happens. I know we don't want to talk about what happens, but what happens that leads to them not going to the prom? Liz, go. Guys,
Look, fine, I can do it. I'm a mother of boys. It is what it is. Dummy goes to the bathroom and is la 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 looking out the window at
there's
the birds.
two birds, love birds, like birds on
as
the branch.
as he's doing his business.
He's looking lovingly at them.
He is, and he happens to get distracted and then glances up and Mary and her
The
mom
birds
are
fly
in the
away,
window.
and when the
birds
birds
fly
fly
away.
away, and he's looking at them like very adoringly because they're beautiful birds. What he has is a view into Mary's bedroom where
Well, she's
her
in a
mom
bra.
is fixing the strap that broke on her dress.
Yep.
So now he's looking like a pervert
And now he looks.
peeping Tom.
It looks like
Right.
he's literally standing in the bathroom,
Staring at them.
masturbating, and looking at her like adoringly.
What'd you say,
when
Diana? He
she's-
did what?
and well, I don't know what we can and cannot say.
This is
The
stupid.
FCC could be after me.
The FCC doesn't know we
And she's
exist.
no.
There are 3 people who listen to us.
One of those 3 people
Could be the
an
FCC.
informant
No,
for
you're
the
right.
FCC.
You're right, you're right.
And she's, in her bra with like up in the
Right.
in the bedroom. So
He
it's
looks
a
like a
bad look.
pervert.
And so very quickly he wants to zip up his fly.
And
But-
go away and explain. No, I wasn't doing that. And this is
Frank
when
and Beans. So basically the zipper
Frank
gets stuck
and
his
Beans.
Frank and Beans get stuck in the
The zipper doesn't just get stuck. The zipper like mutilates him.
They show it.
And they show it.
I actually jumped when I saw
I
it.
forgot that they showed
I
it
did
until
too.
I rewatched it.
I
was
did
a-
too.
it was a jump
I
scare.
recently
It was a
rewatched
jump
it,
scare.
and I was actually
Me and
shocked.
Marky Post, because that's who played her mom.
Right.
And Mary's mom flipped out too. And
Then the police are everyone becomes
everyone
involved.
shows up. The whole neighborhood. Hey, what you got going on there?
But
and everyone climbs in through the bathroom window
through the
to help
bathroom
him.
window, and
For
now,
some weird reason.
here's one legal issue I'd like to point out. It's a police officer or fireman, I can't remember.
The police officer
Police
shows
officer.
up first.
Well, they both showed up.
He, in an effort to help, decides he's going to take the zipper and just pull it down the other way because that very fast. That's
Or
He
the way
says
he was
it's
gonna
like a
pull it up.
Band-Aid, ripping
Either
it
way.
off.
rip it off like a Band-Aid, and in doing so, causes bad damage. There's blood
I'm
everywhere.
loving Josh's face
And-
right now.
But the police officer, that is negligence by a police officer. He's not a medical professional, and it was not his place to be like, I'm just going to rip the zipper down.
Well, Diana, how seriously did they take it? They were all just
They were
calling
laughing
everybody
at
in
him.
to look at it and,
and they're
laugh.
calling it Frank and Beans the whole time.
They were guffawing for sure.
Big time.
Right. I'm just saying
For
there's a
sure.
claim against the police department.
I think there's a claim.
No privacy before Ted's Frank and
No,
Beans whatsoever.
I do think there's a claim against the police department also because we don't know what kind of long-term damage they caused. And the next scene, so we see the police officer trying to help, and then the very next scene is Ted like basically almost unconscious on
On a stretcher. And then they drop
stretcher.
him.
And then they drop him.
More negligence by the police department.
Yeah.
And so
or the paramedics. I mean, I don't know who dropped them.
but and he gets into an ambulance and goes away, and he doesn't get to go to the prom with Mary.
And neither did Mary. I mean, quite frankly, they were
It
both
ruined her
upset.
prom too.
Yeah.
Right. Like, did Mary go to prom after this?
I don't,
No, I don't think she went to prom.
Did. I think
I
she
don't
was
think she
too
went to prom.
traumatized.
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure. I'm willing to bet she did not go to prom
Right.
after that.
Because she's just that nice of a person.
No, and also that just happened. I don't think she went to
Yeah.
prom.
I mean, it didn't happen to her. You know what I mean?
I feel like she was
Jenny.
scarred. Jenny. She was scarred.
No, you're right. I too would not have gone to prom.
No, Jenny would have gone to prom.
Liar.
We all know.
Liar.
She would have gone to prom and been like, oh well.
Oh.
Should have been like, what?
I would have
What's that
checked
to do
it.
with me?
I would have checked in on him the next day.
I'm sure
The
you
next
would
day.
have.
So then they don't speak again for
15 years.
15 years. And
Because this takes place, it's a flashback to 1985. And now we jump forward to
A wonderful time.
1990. We're now in then present time.
and essentially he decides that he wants to check in and see how she's doing.
Ben Stiller has not moved on with his life. He thinks that Mary's the love of his life.
Still thinking about her.
Right. And if all of that did not happen pre-prom, maybe they would have been happily living together.
He's talking to his next door neighbor, his good friend.
His best friend.
Dom.
Who's married and has children. And
they have a dysfunctional marriage.
Oh my God.
Oh, I love that. I love their marriage. I love it so much.
Do you want some cookies? Oh, we don't have any cookies. Oh, you'll just make the cookies. All right, I guess I'll make the cookies.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm happy to make the cookies.
I'm happy to make the cookies.
Anyway, so they and he kind of encourages Ted to like get a PI and track her. And if you think about it, so spoiler to the end of the movie.
No, don't do it. I don't know, because it's like a big reveal.
Anyone listening to this has to have seen.
You're right. I suppose you're
true.
Right.
But
I will say though, I forgot about the spoiler.
Oh no.
I fully forgot the spoiler. Yes.
I didn't forget because the image of Chris Elliott with the sty and the welts was seared into my memory forever.
Okay, that was jarring.
That was just, I couldn't, I gotta tell you, the freaking beans, terrible. I couldn't look at the screen whenever Chris Elliott was on the screen after he started getting those welts, especially with the eye. And so I can't. It was awful.
I'm reenacting for you.
Ew. And so.
All right, so fine. Give us the spoiler.
All right, the spoiler is that his friend of like several years that he's lived next door to was Woogie, the guy who dated Mary before prom.
And has been playing the long game.
Was obsessed with her. She had a restraining order against him. And
in college, though.
So
he never let go.
He never let go.
Yeah.
She had to get a restraining order against him. And presumably he became friends with Ted because he knew the connection. And then, so it's like a long con where it's like years of friendship just to then encourage him to find Mary because he himself can't because there's a restraining order.
Not that stopped him.
I mean, but I guess he wanted Ted to kind of do the dirty work or something. And
he sets him up with a private eye, somebody he knows.
Played by Matt Dillon.
Matt Dillon and
Healy.
Oh my God.
Who's the scuzziest
Pat Healy, who is, I mean, I forgot how amazing Matt Dillon was in this role. He's so good.
At being disgusting and sleazy.
Doesn't matter. He was so good in this role. So good.
He was the worst PI of all time. Although he found her.
He found
her.
He was just morally bankrupt.
Well, and he also didn't, he didn't fulfill his duties because Ted hires this PI to
track her down.
Track her down. He tracks her down and basically
and
instantly.
Contract.
Yeah. And there's a contract.
He paid for
money.
Services.
Healy successfully tracks her down, finds her, falls in love with her immediately, decides to quit his job in Rhode Island to then move down to Miami to be closer to her, doesn't tell Ted any of this. Instead, he tells Ted, I found her, but she's got like a bajillion kids from different fathers. She's like
hefty, about a 2 1/4.
She's in a wheelchair. Yeah. She's like
he made up so
all
much
this stuff
crap.
about like crime.
Oh, wasn't she going to Japan too?
Yeah, all this stuff.
So I mean, breach of contract, professional misconduct, conflict of interest, fraud.
Big time.
Fraud against Ted, but also probably fraud against Mary.
Yes.
Right? Because he's illegal wiretapping.
It's also defamation because he's defaming Mary to Ted knowingly.
Yes.
But then he's also using all of the information that he gathers by eavesdropping and all the illegal wiretapping.
Invasion of privacy up the wazoo.
And he gets into her good graces using all of that information.
All of that information.
Yeah. And so then Ted's like, all right, well, I guess it's over.
Guys, flashback. I just had a moment. Just like Groundhog Day.
Oh, yeah.
He used all the information that he gathered over the repeat days to then get in better and get to know his producer, Rita.
Yeah.
And he's doing the same thing.
I will defend Bill Murray, though, in this case, because Bill Murray didn't get the information by illegal means. Bill Murray would just come up to her and chat with her, and then the next day he would use that information.
Is it any less fraud and manipulation, though, when you're kind of using information that she doesn't remember the conversation that you had?
Well, it's different because
it was fine. It was not fine with Nancy when Nancy, the girl that he, wants to sleep with in Groundhog's Day, because he finds out like what was your English teacher's name, blah blah blah, and then he becomes a different person,
right? But then it was not illegal. What Matt Dillon
time loop,
right? But even if there was no time loop, it still wouldn't have been illegal. He had a conversation with her. He got information from her, and then he used that information. in this movie,
to impersonate someone that he was not in order to get her into bed. And that is.
But still not illegal. He's not breaking any laws. Bill Murray didn't break any laws by getting that information. This guy's breaking legitimate laws. He's illegally wiretapping her.
Yes. The wiretapping is
he's spying on her.
I'm not saying it's not. It's absolutely illegal for sure. But it doesn't
it's
make
that same
it
manipulation.
But it's the same manipulation of information and breach of trust. And using
it's a moral
it is definitely a moral
but also
issue.
This one is illegal.
This one is illegal, correct.
Yeah.
Right.
On top of it, so even
they're all
well
very
done,
morally
Farrelly
bankrupt.
Brothers, even better. They went with the illegal route.
All right. And he definitely doesn't fulfill his contract because he took money and then didn't actually provide the information that he gathered, which is what the contract would be for PI.
Right.
And then so
I mean, guys, were you not impressed though? I was really impressed by the lengths that Healy went to though.
To get married.
The story that was concocted, the setups. And
he even had, what's his face? Jeffrey Tambor. His character.
You play into and
his friend. Just being like reading a script, being like,
dropped on them and turned it around.
When he knew that they were eavesdropping and he's like, I've been living a lie and I don't know how to tell Mary.
I couldn't believe it.
I just didn't think that she'd be into me. Because at some point, we meet a different character named Tucker, who is apparently,
a paraplegic.
A pizza delivery guy.
He has some sort of
disability,
physical disability, and he's allegedly a British architect.
Oh, we're gonna start with the fraud first.
Well,
okay,
because if we're talking about like the length that Healy goes to, once Tucker is like, who's this guy Healy that's like after my girl Mary, and Mary and Tucker have like a friendship, a very close friendship, but he clearly like loves her, and she just sees it as a friendship. Mary, and so,
but do they really? She's friends with a fictional person named
but she
Tucker,
right? But so at some point, Tucker starts telling Mary, "Listen, I looked into this guy Healy that you've been like seeing, and there's no one at the whatever Academy of Architecture,
school, Boston,
under this name." And so then, once Healy figures this out because he's wiretapping her and hears these conversations, he realizes he needs like a different cover story. He gets his friend Jeffrey Tambor involved.
Yeah.
And so when he knows that Mary and her friends could hear his conversations somehow, he concocts a fake conversation with Jeffrey Tambor. Like, I just didn't think
that he's suddenly in the Peace Corps.
She would go for a guy like me. I'm not making like $1 billion. I'm in the Peace Corps. I'm so into those orphans. I help
the kids and
just
the
love
orphans.
them orphans, and then she's more in love with him than ever. Those are the lengths. Like, it is deception upon deception. Honestly, I respect all of it.
Wow.
So much respect. And I've said this about like Gone Girl. When you've dotted your I's and crossed your T's, even if it's morally bankrupt, I can't help but respect.
Yeah.
See, now it's funny that you say that because I did respect her in Gone Girl for the lengths that she went to.
Yeah, we talked about.
I
guys,
don't
watch our Gone
respect
Girl
him.
episode.
That was like my first episode with you guys.
Am I more forgiving because it's a female doing it in that instance than I am because it's a male?
I think so.
Or because she was getting back at her husband in that. There was supposedly a basis for it. Here,
it's love.
It's not love.
It's love.
All you need is
stuff your
love.
love in a sock.
Love is driving Healy.
Would you say stuff your love in a sock?
Stuff your love in a sock. That is not love. That was not love.
That sounds dirty, Elizabeth.
Yeah, we're not stuffing anything into a sock.
Dirty.
Thank you very much.
This is a
better than where somebody else's splooge ended up in this movie.
This is a family show, Elizabeth.
We will get to that part. But
the most iconic scene in all of There's Something About Mary.
We're not there yet.
However,
look how they shut me down, people.
I respect it. Look, no, it's deceptive, of course. I do think, he's infatuated. He's infatuated.
It is. That's my point. It's infatuation.
I don't respect that he's doing it. I'm respecting how he's doing it. He's not sloppy. He's covering his bases, and then when there's a mistake, he finds a really creative solution.
He did it in such a way that it seemed to Mary like she pursued him.
Mm-hmm. You're not talking about Tucker. You're talking about
Healy.
We're still talking about Healy and his cleverness.
Yeah.
And the thing that cracked me up, I think, the most about it was every single thing that he heard or overheard her say to her friends suddenly became part of the story, right?
Yeah.
He's an architect because she admires architects. right?
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And he is
Nepal or something.
She wanted to go to Nepal.
She
so
wanted
he
to go
has
to
a
Nepal.
house in
So
Nepal.
he's got a condo.
Even when
Do you think there are lots of condos in Nepal?
I'm gonna go no.
when he hears like her joking with Tucker about like the teeth because he like put like chopsticks. He's
That
like,
was
like
the thing.
She's like,
The
I love a
choppers.
guy with big teeth. They're just joking around. Healy hears this
Mm-hmm.
through the wiretapping,
Yeah.
and so he gets his teeth capped in the most ridiculous way.
Giant chompers.
Yeah, just like it's not all working for him.
No.
but he's trying.
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
the lengths.
This movie was
I respect
ridiculous.
it.
Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
And so yeah, obviously we're in this. It's stalking. It's harassment. I mean, it becomes obsessive surveillance. I mean, multiple characters are doing this at the same time. They pursue her in a way that crosses over like into harassment rather than just like romantic pursuit.
Oh my God. Then Tucker, who she thinks is a platonic friend, who's just looking, I'm just looking out
I'm
for
just
you,
looking
Mary.
out for you. Mary.
Who has a physical disability and is British and an architect.
Oh
is
my God,
actually
but okay,
an American pizza delivery guy who can walk just fine.
How horrible yet hilarious at the same time was the scene where he
He drops his keys.
Oh, he's like, I have to do it myself, Mary. I have to do it
Let's
myself.
learn how to do it myself.
With the person.
God, our British accents are amazing. He's like, no, don't help me. Oh my God.
Can we do the rest of the episode with British accent?
I think we can do it. We're pretty good.
Can we? I don't think so.
Yes.
No, we can. Can we do it well?
No. No.
Mary.
You know what? I'm going to try.
Mary.
Oh God.
I have to do it myself, Mary. Anyways. Oh my God. Okay, so professional misconduct, PI ethics. This whole movie is just stalking and harassment, surveillance, invasion of privacy, all of that. Now, let's get into, I suppose, the assaults and the batteries of it all.
Because where would we be without the assaults and the
Right.
batteries?
Which one would you like to start with?
Oof. I mean, there's multiple characters who are basically assaulting each other and like hitting each other and whatnot. Obviously, I mean, this crosses over into animal cruelty, but let's go there.
Animal abuse, for
animal
sure.
abuse and animal cruelty and endangerment.
This is where I can't forgive Healy.
There is
The dog.
a dog.
Yes.
Puffy.
Puffer.
Yeah. sorry.
Puffer.
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 Puffy?
And it's not Mary's dog,
Dog.
right? It's Mary's neighbor's
Neighbor's
dog.
dog. Magda.
Magda, who's amazing.
Could she be any more leathery?
She's iconic. I love this character
She
so
reminded me
much.
of, do you guys remember that chick who was like fully orange? She was like the extra tanned lady. She was
Narrow it
probably
down.
like 15 years ago.
Yes.
She was like brown.
I do.
Wait, narrow down who?
I can't remember her
Puffy,
name.
the
Puffy.
border terrier. I do. The
remember
woman
the
that was in the
lady?
news. She was
Yes.
obsessed with tanning.
She was obsessed with tanning, and
She would
was
constantly get tan, and her skin was
Oh.
like leather.
wrinkly.
She
and
was all over the
leathery.
news. Yeah. I do
Well, that
remember
was
her.
Magda, but
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I love her. She's iconic.
And Magda has this dog, and the things that these idiots did to this dog. How is this dog still alive?
Mostly Healy. Let's
Mostly,
be clear.
so Healy
Electrocuted
drugs
him.
when
He
he's coming
knows-
over. He
he
knows that the dog
knows-
doesn't like him.
Well, I don't know about that, but he knows that they're judging him by the way the dog reacts to him.
So,
That's for sure.
yes.
So he's going to decide that he's going to have this dog love him. Now, quite frankly, I thought, innocent little me thought he was going to have kibble treats or something in his pocket, and the dog was going to go to
No,
the treats.
he's got sleeping pills in there.
Correct. Like that was
Like
not the
sedatives.
route that he went at all.
So he sedates the dog,
Mm-hmm.
and unfortunately, I think does too good of a job, and so
The
the
dog
dog
is-
basically dies.
Dies. Yeah.
And
Goes fully comatose.
comatose. And so he has to revive the dog when Magda and Mary are in a different room. He's literally like taking
Electrocuting
wires,
him.
electrocuting. He lights the dog on fire. Eventually
That
revives the dog.
is on fire.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Eventually, to his credit, revives the dog after lighting him on fire.
Completely on accident.
Wraps him in a blanket and is holding him like a baby.
And they're like, oh, look, he's cradling him like a little
Magda
baby.
and Mary are
They
none the
love it.
wiser.
They're eating it up.
Yes. So that's number one. Number two, when Ted, and we're jumping ahead, but Ted eventually makes his way down to Florida. And now Healy's like, I got to stop this whole Ted and Mary thing. And he wants the dog to be the opposite. He wants him to be amped up.
Mhm.
So he and Tucker throw those, like, basically speed.
Yeah,
like
speed pills.
amphetamine,
Mhm.
like into the apartment. So some of it lands, the dog ingests it.
And the dog
also
As does
Magda
Magda.
does in her martini.
Yes.
And so then the dog is hyper aggressive when Ted comes, and the dog attacks.
And Magda's like lifting couches with one arm.
Yeah.
Yes.
That was funny.
So it's the vacuum. That was amazing. And so the dog attacks Ted. And so
bites him in the nads again.
Yes. And there's an argument that
Ted's poor nads.
if Ted knows that the reason the dog was aggressive was because Healy and Tucker drugged him and gave him speed.
Yeah.
That he would have, I think, a claim against Healy and Tucker for creating a more aggressive dog who then
Injured
bit him. Yeah.
I think
Proximate cause? I can give you that.
Right?
Yeah.
I think there would be a lawsuit. I think that would be a viable lawsuit.
It could be possible.
Well, I mean, I think in addition to the dog, Magda has a
Magda would
lawsuit.
obviously be
like
sued
she was
because she's a dog
drugged.
owner and dog bite cases are.
But Magda herself was drugged.
Right.
She was effectively roofied, but the reverse of roofied.
As the owner of the dog, she would still bear liability. But I think there'd also be liability either jointly or whatever. But I think you could say that Healy and Tucker would bear liability.
Yeah,
I could see that.
Can we talk about Ted's journey south?
And
wow,
what a journey! Okay.
More misery for poor Ted.
All right.
Ted picks up a hitchhiker. Well, Ted learns that the PI lied to him and decides
from his friend from high school.
Right.
Because he's like, oh no, I ran into Mary at a convention.
She looks great.
She's a surgeon. She's fantastic.
She doesn't have any kids.
No, she's fantastic.
And so Ted decides he's going to take it upon himself and drive down to Florida and find Mary for himself.
So is that where we
meet the hitchhiker?
No, is that where we verge into Stalker Ted now?
No.
No, you know what?
I was on the fence. I was on the fence about whether he was
Here's
or not.
the thing. I don't think he was even Stalker Ted when he hired the PI.
I think, look, you have the legal right to.
I was not offended by the PI. I wasn't.
Because he was just trying to
catch her up.
He just
catch up with her.
You can get a PI. I mean, we have the internet now, right? But before people had all this access to everyone else, you had to get a PI to be like, I don't know where she lives.
Right.
This is her name.
Right.
This is where she grew up. Can you find out where she lives now?
Mm-hmm.
And that was perfectly legal.
A PI is legal as long as a PI follows the protocol and the rules.
Stalking.
A PI is legal.
I didn't have a problem with the PI.
And I wouldn't think that she would have a claim for stalking, even a civil claim or anything
Not
like
against
that, for
Ted.
harassment or anything like that. And I also don't think that he was harassing her or stalking.
No,
even
you
when
don't
he got
think so?
there. How?
When he got there and he made up concocted a complete story for how he tracked her down and how
but
he found her. I mean, it was a lie.
It was a lie that he didn't say that I got a PI, but because he wanted it to be more of like a meet cute kind of thing.
But what, you think that was her? Just because he didn't tell her why he's down there, you think
Well,
it's
I mean,
harassment?
I don't know. I'm saying let's compare him to everybody else.
Yeah.
Everyone else is lying to her, trying to manipulate her feelings into caring for them. They're all obsessed with her.
Yes.
But Ted's not doing that. He's not trying to manipulate her.
I will say Ted's feelings, I think, are more genuine. He does seem to really like her.
And he cares about her. He's not just trying to win her. Like everyone's trying to win her. He cares about her.
But
he loves her.
But do we just give him a pass because of
he's
that?
not manipulating her.
I think because everyone else is so egregious, we're willing to forgive Ted.
But also,
I
don't think he's manipulating her in any way.
I don't think so either.
Well, besides not like disclosing that he found her because of a PI, everything else after that he was completely honest.
Very natural, right? Very
eventually.
Organic. Well,
then
they go out on a date and like they're having this like very organic building of a relationship.
Yes, it was. But he never, until he got revealed, he didn't say, I never stopped thinking about you.
But
I sought you out.
Wait, what would the difference be between that and like when someone finds their high school sweetheart on Facebook and reaches out or like
and just doesn't say I'm in love with you still?
But I don't even know that he said that. That's not
no. What I'm saying is like if the argument is he didn't disclose to her like, hey, I never stopped thinking about you, I never stopped loving you, like I don't know, like that's not any different than like people who are like, I want to reach out to this person, make it all casual, like, oh, we're just having fun, but in reality, I've never stopped thinking about you for like.
But don't you think somebody's going to say, oh, hey, I saw you on Facebook and I can't, like I remember the good times we had. How about we catch up? But he never really did that though.
Not until he shows up.
He got caught on it in the letter.
I think if he were to drive down there and then start following her around and continue to creep the way he
Which
started.
he kind of did.
Only for like a second. He was like looking at like her leaving her office building.
Only because Dob, aka Woogie, went, Mary! And that's why.
So I think
otherwise he may have continued to watch her from afar for a while.
In which case, then it would have turned into stalking, I think, right? Then it would have turned into this very unhealthy.
I think one time of like looking and seeing a person leave their office building and be like, let me see how she looks, or who she is. I don't think that's stalking.
I'm not sure that that's necessarily
there's no pattern.
stalking.
I think you need like a
pattern.
I don't know. Josh, let's pull up the legal definition of stalking, if you could.
Yeah, it's a course of conduct.
Right.
Directed at a specific
cause
person.
a reasonable person to fear for their safety or safety of others and suffer substantial emotional distress.
But she was distressed when she found out that he had hired the PI and didn't tell her the full story and all that stuff. So,
but I think that's because she had been so badly burned in the past by Woogie.
Shocker.
Right? And she actually told Ted about
Quite
Woogie.
frankly, if I'm Mary, I think I'd never, ever look at a guy again.
Ever.
It usually must be unwanted and repeated, be directed to a specific person and cause substantial emotional harm.
Yeah.
She was upset that he hired a PI, but he didn't, it's not like he kept surveying her. Like,
right. He just wanted to know where she was so he could catch her.
Hey, find her for me because I don't know where she lives.
True.
What about when people are looking for like their long lost parents when they were adopted and things like that, you know? They hire a PI.
Mm-hmm.
Except the letter that Mary received said he hired Healy to follow you and watch you. And he never contradicted that. That was his mistake.
Yeah.
But did he?
Mm-hmm.
Well, did he?
No.
No, he didn't. He just hired Healy to find her,
he
right?
didn't explain. Yeah.
He just like find her for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
No, that was it. But he didn't explain it well, unfortunately for him.
No, right.
So then he decides he's going to get down to Florida. So he's driving. He picks up a hitchhiker.
Oh,
he's a nice guy.
Friends, never pick up a hitchhiker.
Just don't do it. I mean, I guess people don't really do that anymore, maybe.
I don't know. I mean, not. I feel like it's still a thing.
It used to be a thing. There were no cell phones.
Maybe in the Midwest or something.
Like they weren't. Cell phones weren't a thing like that.
I have never in my life picked up a hitchhiker, and I will not.
No.
I will admit, I do sometimes feel bad when I see people, especially when it's cold or raining.
You see hitchhikers?
No. When I just see poor people like walking in bad weather, and I'm kind of like, of course. And I'll sit there and I'll go, I should help them out.
No, keep driving.
No, dummy, keep driving.
Keep
That's
driving.
what I tell myself.
The answer is always keep driving. Just keep swimming.
And so he picks up the hitchhiker. Now
we should do Finding Nemo.
Okay. Thank you for that non sequitur, Jenny.
I'm like Dory. I swear to God, man.
Yes, we should do Finding Nemo. That said, so he picks up the hitchhiker.
And Twilight. No, sorry, go on.
Okay. And here's the thing. Before we get into the hitchhiker of it all, one thing the hitchhiker says that for some reason stuck out to me, and you guys are like, why do you, like, this is a weird thing that you picked up on.
I can't wait.
The guy's talking to him, and he's like, yeah, you know that video, like 7-minute abs? Like, I came up with something, 6-minute abs. And he's like, oh, okay, like, that's like the same thing. And he's like, no, it's totally different because this one's 6 minutes. And I wrote down IP infringement. Because if I was the creator and owner of the business, 7-minute abs, and someone comes out with 6-minute abs, that is a ripoff of my business. And I think I would have a viable claim for infringement.
You know, I don't know. I will be very honest. I don't know enough about IP and infringement and all of that. But there are so many products and services that are just a tiny bit different that I'm not sure.
Not even different. They're just a blatant ripoff.
Right.
But when you use a name, 6-minute abs, as opposed to 7 minutes, like you could have like a program that's called like, shape your midsection and in 6 minutes. And that's the name of your business. Terrible name for business. But
shape your midsection.
then I would say.
That's very descriptive.
I know enough about IP and have dealt with it enough in my career that I wouldn't have a successful claim against that person who's promising in 6 minutes you are going to strengthen your abs.
Midsection.
But if you call it 6-minute abs, and I have a business called 7-minute abs, then I think, a successful claim for trademark infringement.
I would give you that one.
For sure. No, for sure.
Or he's just going to chop you up and take it.
Ooh, Josh was going to shoot you down.
No. You can't copyright a time duration, but the name of the business is 7-minute abs. That's the name of the video.
You can trademark a product name if it identifies your brand. So if someone owns the trademark 7-minute abs.
And it's so funny because I actually do remember that product.
And then a new product called 6-minute abs might cause consumer confusion because it is nearly identical in structure in the same market, clearly meant to evoke or compete with the original. This gives the original company grounds for a trademark infringement claim. Thank you.
Yay!
I'll take the win where I can take the win. Okay. So
That was very interesting because I did miss that.
immediately.
Wait.
I mean, I thought it was a interesting
Hold on.
convo,
Can
but
we find out where the 6-minute ab program is, though?
it isn't.
Oh.
It's
All
in
right,
the
like a great
deranged.
example.
It was in the deranged hitchhiker's head and never happened.
P90X can stop someone from selling P89X. CrossFit aggressively protects its brand. You can't sell a soda called Coca-Cola Light, even if it's technically different. But, okay, but I understand why you can't sell something called Coca-Cola Light because it has the words Coca-Cola in it.
Blank
The
minute
word
abs.
the word six, the words minute, the words abs.
No, but the name of your
problem
product
is
is
the
blank
way-
minute
7 minute
abs.
abs.
the way it is
Okay,
put
I'll
together.
give it to you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the hitchhiker.
Okay, and so that's not the biggest thing about the hitchhiker,
The
but it was one claim.
murderer.
He's also a murderer, and that's probably more important than the infringement.
Maybe more important.
Right.
There's a dead body in the car.
He has a huge bag.
I thought it was a guitar.
It wasn't.
A body.
It was a body.
Not a
Wasn't it
guitar.
like chopped into pieces or something?
Apparently it was.
Yeah.
It's not in good shape.
And so
Oh
Ted
my God.
stops to pee.
Poor Ted. He is in such a.
this is so awful.
He's under such a dark cloud.
now
He
he
needs
stops to
some
pee.
sage.
He
He
stops
really
to pee.
does.
And what happens is, like, he doesn't see that this is
He
all
gets
going on.
caught
but
up in a rest stop
cops,
raid.
Yeah, like cops pull up, and when the lights shine, it turns out he's there just to pee on the side of the road
And he
in the
falls
forest.
over.
But really, there's
Of course.
just an entire like orgy going on out there of like I guess
of oral sex.
homeless people, or was
No,
it just
no.
not?
I thought it was
Men
I thought it was-
hiding their
men hiding, okay.
homosexuality
Okay.
and
in
getting.
'98.
Yeah.
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 All right. Well, you know, U.S. was
Ted-
it was a there was a lot of turmoil. Like, Versace was just shot. Like, there was a lot going on at this time. It was a big time.
Ted gets arrested.
He gets arrested, but the hitchhiker, when he sees cops pull up, he runs out of the car.
But purposely
But
leaves the
The
body
bag,
bag.
with the chopped up body is still in the
Well,
car.
he leaves it behind. He
Yeah.
like carefully like tucks it into the
Mhm.
seat.
Poor
And is like,
Ted.
okay.
So Ted
No
now
idea.
is arrested for murder.
But they don't tell him
But they
that.
don't tell him that. So they're questioning him. And
Which
he
is-
thinks that he's just being questioned because of like the peeing on the side of the road incident.
Oh no, picking up a hitchhiker.
Oh, picking up a hitchhiker. That's right. Because he's like, I've done it before. And like, you've done it before.
How many
He's
times?
like, I don't
It's
know.
too many to count.
Too many to count.
And didn't you think that it was wrong? Yeah, I know. He told me that it was illegal, meaning he thinks that hitchhiking is illegal. And
Yeah.
cut me some slack. And at no point, they're having two separate conversations.
No Miranda warnings
Right. So
for
where
Ted.
the Miranda rights have not been read to him, because you have to be known. You have to know what you are being arrested for and what
Yeah.
you're being questioned about. And
Yes.
that has to be explicit. You are arrested on the suspicion of murder.
Yes.
It can't just be, we're arresting you and now we're questioning you.
And
And, we're
also-
not going to say exactly what we're
And
questioning.
also, you have the right to remain silent. Get a lawyer.
Right.
They
And
didn't
so-
say that.
So
Nope.
he's basically admitting to hitchhiking, but they're hearing it as admitting to murder, and he ends up in prison.
Did you guys recognize who one of the cops is who's questioning him?
Here, remind me.
The one who got really angry and aggressive, because yes, he looked familiar to me, but I didn't know
He's
who
the
he
bad
was.
guy from Kindergarten Cop.
Really?
The ex-husband she's on the run from.
Oh,
It took me
the
a-
mobster guy.
It took me a minute. The one
my
that like
God.
his mom was trying to
Okay.
protect the mom with the like silver
Yes.
streak in her hair,
Uh-huh.
and then she
That's
gets
a
shot
really
in the
good
locker
movie,
room.
too.
He did look familiar,
Love
Jenny.
Not
that
a tumor.
movie.
Okay.
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor. See, that was pretty good. That's better than our British.
That was pretty good.
Anyway, so
We
he
should
ends
do
up
that
in prison.
movie.
He ends up in prison for murder.
Murder.
But then they eventually find the hitchhiker, and he gets
The
released.
hitchhiker confesses.
Now, if we're gonna,
And, I mean, it kind of wrapped up a little too quickly.
we're
but-
Of course it
ruining
did.
this,
He's
like
got to
we
get down
ruin
to
it.
Florida.
None of this process would go as quickly as it did.
As
so the
it
fact
did.
that he gets
Gee, hope
arrested,
there's no hard feelings there,
Yeah.
Ted.
But meanwhile,
arrested.
he's already being like he's spooning with his
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 cellmate,
roommate, his
yeah.
cellmate.
And so, you know, yeah, he would have, I think, he'd have a claim against the police department,
Yes.
especially because he didn't get his Miranda warning.
Yes.
Like, none of it. All of it's bad. And so you don't just like slap him on the back
He
and
got
say,
hit.
sorry, hope
He
there's no
got
hard feelings.
Hit during the interrogation
Oh, yeah,
by
yeah.
the cop. They never read him his rights. They subject him to whatever he got subjected to by all those guys in the prison.
But presumably over
Absolutely.
the course of like 1 weekend, this all happens, and then he's also released. Like there's a processing.
But also, it
time.
feels like the way when they actually pull him out of the cell and they're like, "Oh, you're free to go." That doesn't look like the local jail. Like it looks like he's in prison. It almost
Did it?
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought
like
it was
the
a jail.
jumpsuits,
I thought it was a jail.
Like, they're all like wearing their like orange
right
jumpsuits.
If it was just a jail, like he wouldn't like already issued a
Maybe
jumpsuit.
they're just super organized.
No,
No.
like it almost gives the impression like
And
he's
this was
in prison for
this
murder.
was South Carolina. So South Carolina, what's
They
up?
move fast.
What's up? Okay, so that was unrealistic, obviously.
Are we slandering South Carolina?
I
know
go
what?
state by state.
Add them to the list.
I go state by state. You said we could nuke Texas.
We can.
for
yeah.
independence.
And
Yes.
you never apologized.
And I won't.
That's it. So now I'm on to South Carolina. Get your police departments straight, guys.
Yeah.
Like, get some training. And
My
Miranda
suggestion is don't drive through the South. That's my suggestion.
Don't do what?
Don't drive through the
Drive through
South.
South,
But I think
yeah.
there's
Like-
too many movies where this
I know.
is like an issue.
And
My cousin Vinny.
So our
Yeah.
next episode, spoiler,
Yeah.
is going to
Eventually.
be My Cousin Vinny.
Or
And
the
the same
same
thing
thing.
happens. You're driving through the South. You get picked up for murder.
Alabama.
And you think that you're being arrested for something like very
Tuna
petty.
fish can.
Tuna
Like a petty
fish.
crime, which like hitchhiking would be.
Yeah.
And it's akin to the tuna fish.
Sure.
And you are being questioned, not being told exactly why you were arrested and what you're being questioned about. And you are having two separate conversations. You are answering questions with a different mindset than what they are asking you. And I think this is played for laughs and,
Well-
and for like hijinks. It's the dramatic irony of it all.
Mm-hmm.
In so many different movies, if you think about it, the cops are asking you one thing and you're answering a different
another.
way.
Yeah.
That cannot happen in real life because if you are ever arrested, listener, you have to be told what you're being arrested for.
Yep.
And you have to be told what you're being
And
questioned
also,
about.
don't say a word. Like, just,
Also, just
don't
don't talk to them.
speak. Just don't
Never
speak.
ever talk unless you have an attorney present.
Ever.
1,000,000%.
I can't.
1,000,000%. This is not meant to be legal advice, but really just don't.
I think
This is
that's
legal
I think
advice.
that's
This
the
is
best.
legal advice.
I feel like that's the best advice we've ever given.
Yeah.
Don't speak without an attorney.
Talk. And
Yeah.
they're going to play nice and they're going to say, listen, this is going to all go away. Let me just like help you. I'm here on your side.
Yeah. No, get a lawyer.
Get a lawyer.
If
And if you cannot afford one, one will be assigned to you.
Legally speaking, this is not legal advice.
That's correct. That's what I'm trying to say.
Fine, legally speaking, this now.
This is what I'm trying. Thank you, Josh. That's what I'm trying to say.
However,
Do you like that voiceover? And that was good.
yeah, I know. However,
I like that
however,
Josh pops in as the
as a
voice from
friend,
God.
I'm telling you this, and also your Miranda rights will tell you that you have the right to an attorney. You have the right to remain silent. If you can't afford an attorney, one will be afforded to you. One will be assigned to you.
Wow,
It's
you
fine.
learned really good from TV.
I mean, I think we had to learn this in law school. the
No, we
Miranda
didn't have
rights.
to. We didn't have to learn the Miranda rights.
I felt like I needed to learn Miranda rights. Why? No,
I mean, I
Crim
think-
Pro?
Like you had to actually learn every
I
word.
don't know.
No.
Nope.
No.
Maybe it is TV
I think
and
no.
movies. I
It's
have no idea.
1,000,000% from TV because
Correct.
they say it in every single Law and Order episode. Obviously.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun. Yeah.
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 All right.
No.
Anywho.
Well, anyway, that is actually what you are being
Yeah.
told.
So he finally makes it down there. He's released, et cetera, and everything all comes to a head.
All those hijinks that we mentioned with the dog and you know, there's a lot of assault and battery between these guys who are just fighting over Mary. And everyone is defaming everyone because you've got Healy is when he goes and tells Ted all these things about Mary that are not true, that's defamation.
Yes.
And when he tells, Mary things about other people, like defamation. When
The original liar, manipulator, defamer was Tucker / Norm,
Yes.
the pizza guy.
right. So when he's saying the stuff about Healy, although it is true.
No. He lied first about
Right.
Brett
About Brett
Favre.
Favre.
Yeah.
Who is played by Brett
Brett
Favre,
Favre. Yeah.
who is a football player.
Who Mary was dating.
Yes.
And apparently
Which-
they were a lovely couple.
And we
they
don't
were
know.
very happy.
We just know about someone named Brett. We have
Brett.
no idea.
We
We
don't
don't find out
know.
until the end that it's this football guy.
And so
Right.
and so now the pizza delivery guy has been defaming a celebrity this
Yeah.
entire time, Brett Favre.
Yeah.
Yes, and he the way he defames him is that he tells Mary that Brett Favre told
Has
told-
a problem with Warren.
told Tucker that
Yeah.
he would have proposed already had it not been for Warren, that he can't see a future with
Right.
her because of Warren. And that's obviously a deal breaker for her. That's
Big
her
deal
beloved
breaker.
brother.
Right.
And now, here's the issue is that Brett is a public figure and when he defames Brett, who's a public figure, it's not just defamation, like regular defamation. You have a heightened standard because he's a public figure and celebrity. You have to have communicated that statement with actual malice,
which he does.
Which means that you knew the falsity of your statement when you made it. Because I could be sued for defamation if I said something about Liz, who I'm so sorry, is not a public figure yet, depending on how this podcast goes. And I was just mistaken, but it like damages her reputation. She has a viable claim for defamation against me, even though I thought I was saying the correct thing. If she's a celebrity, she has no claim against me just because I'm mistaken. She needs to prove that I knew the falsity of my statement.
Right.
But we hit that point here because he knew he was lying to Mary about what Brett Farrelly said.
And he did it absolutely maliciously because the whole point was to break them up so he could get to Mary.
Because he wants Mary all for himself.
They're all so unhinged.
Yeah. And Brett was normal. He was a good guy, apparently.
Yes, right? yes. And Ted calls Brett Farrelly and brings him back and says, I just want Mary to be happy. And I'm not like the rest of you lunatics.
Is that your awe moment?
I mean, he does. He literally brings Brett and is like, I love you, but I want you to be happy. And this guy is great. And whatever, And so...
explain to me how he just calls up Brett Favre.
I don't know.
And this was before the time of Twitter and
Instagram.
Hey, how did someone find him? Actually, that's a great question. They don't answer that.
No, they don't answer that. But
maybe Magda helped?
He just gives him a ringy ding.
Maybe Magda helped. Maybe Magda was like one of her best friends.
I don't know, but can we just call up a celeb and be like, hey?
I mean, in that case, who are you calling?
I don't know, somebody who can come on this podcast and get our viewership up.
Call someone. We have to call someone. Now, here's an interesting question. So when Tucker, though, is saying things to Mary about Healy, he's like, I called up the blah, blah, Institute of Architecture, and they don't have anyone by that name.
Yes, he didn't call anybody.
He is intending to defame him.
Yes.
But he's correct.
Correct, right. They're all lying.
Yes, but then the defamation when he says that he was convicted of murder.
Right, that part
and he
is
was in
defamatory.
prison.
That is defamation per se.
Exactly.
Because you don't have to prove damages there.
Yeah.
But it's almost like if you are intending to defame someone and it turns out that your information is correct, now you actually haven't defamed them. And so the person doesn't have a claim against you because
the truth is a defense.
Truth is a defense. Yes. Cornerstone of defamation.
All right. And then, of course, we have the very big moment where it's revealed that Woogie is actually Ted's best friend.
And also behind a lot of this. Just pulling all the strings. He's a puppeteer.
When I tell you, I fully forgot that plot twist.
And you just gasped.
I gasped.
Really?
I did.
Was it to you, is that a primal fear type of twist?
Yeah, I think so.
Wow.
I don't know, but
I'll be honest, it really caught me by
theater, by the way. I saw this movie in the movie theater, and I do remember being like, oh, it was him the whole time.
It caught me by surprise. Maybe because I wasn't focused in
Doesn't
on him.
It bother you more that he was obsessed with her shoes?
There's a lot of things that bother me about that character. A lot of things. But I think maybe I just wasn't paying that much attention to him. He was just like the side character, like the idiot friend who was an asshole to his wife.
Yeah.
And I just never, he was just never really in the forefront of my mind. And so when the camera flips and she's like, Woogie, and it's him, it's the best friend, I literally went,
yeah, Woganowski.
Right.
It was, oh my God. So
but also, what a mastermind. He has been playing the long game since high school.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I respect that.
And then,
too.
of course, when you think back on it, the clues were always there.
Right, so having rewatched the movie, knowing that, remembering that, you see all the conversations in such a different light. The way that he's subtly manipulating Ted becomes so clear, and
there's an earlier conversation where Woogie, we don't know he's Woogie, but Dom says to Ted something about the incident, the pre-prom incident.
Oh, yeah.
And Ted goes, wait, I never told you that happened. Yeah. And again, it just it really never triggered anything in my mind. He said, I never told you that happened. And Dom says, oh, I only lived 4 towns away. Of course I heard the news. It made its way over to me.
Right.
And again, it just it didn't properly click until after the reveal where I was like, oh my God, he knew all of it. He's literally been in this since day one.
Yep. Yep.
The slight manipulations and all that, even encouraging him to find her, and then and being like, until you get closure on that. Like you can't like this is gonna like follow you
And this
forever.
was literally just so he could find Mary because he was not allowed to.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's got a restraining order. He followed her to college,
God.
to Princeton.
All the styles. Oh yeah, he followed her to Princeton. It was awful. Slight little thing that we noted beforehand. There's a scene where Healy is trying to, I guess, like be involved in like Warren, like the disabled brother, in like his life and like where he lives at a home now, like near Mary. Like in a home.
That entire conversation though, before he gets involved, where he's explaining to Mary about how he gets joy from taking
oh my
care
god,
of his
he uses
people.
all
And he
drops those hard
about-
R's.
And he talks about how
There's a lot of hard
they
R's.
put him in the cage, and then he got him.
Oh
he
my
got the
God.
kid a leash.
Oh, yeah,
And she was like, they keep him in a
She
cage. And
was
he was like, well, they let
outraged.
them out sometimes.
Yeah, and she's like horrified.
That entire conversation,
But wait,
was
she
hilarious.
then still went out on a date.
That's
with
what I
him.
couldn't figure
I
out.
know.
Like she was absolutely horrified, as she should have been. And then she was like,
It's weird that she would
"You're
still
an
go
architect,"
out.
and she's like, "But you're an
you're
architect,
an-
though. All
Oh,
right."
okay.
yeah.
And then so like then there's like scenes where he's like, you know, at the group home with Mary, like visiting the brother.
I mean,
and he is like manipulating
yeah.
one of like I don't think it was
Well,
Warren,
first,
it was like someone else.
they're playing flag football.
Oh, and he's
he's
like
knocking them
over. Like, I mean, there's claims, right? Like there's a protection for like the disabled.
Guys,
Come
this
on.
movie is bad.
He played
Like, there's
checkers.
just-
He played checkers with Warren, and then distracts Warren. Fake double jumps him. And they go, "Oh, Warren, I double jumped you.
Oh, wait, you pay up.
You owe me money."
You owe me money. Like
Fleecing her brother for money.
Yes. That's definitely.
Yeah, morally
Awful.
bankrupt.
I know. I do
Sorry.
love the scenes where Mary is just visiting the home on her own, and she's so great with
Oh,
that.
I
It's so sweet. And because like one of them's like, "Mary, will you marry me?" Like, no, I'm already promised to that guy, you know, like, and she's like sweet. But one thing we haven't discussed that we probably should is
The most iconic
Now,
scene of There's Something About
I
Mary
wanna point
ever.
out-
How did we forget about
had
this?
no idea that there are people in this world who are unaware of this scene, and all to do is
Josh.
this. Now, our producer Josh was
Josh.
born after this movie came out, and when we
We
mentioned
literally
it,
just showed him
when
the
we
scene.
mentioned it, he
Had no idea.
he was like, I don't know that reference, and so we showed him the scene, and he was like, oh my god, but like it's so iconic that like last weekend in a game of charades with my friends, I'm very cool. One of the clues that I had submitted actually was Something About Mary.
Sounds like
because
a
it was
poppin' Friday night.
And my friend who got that just went like this, and enough people in the crowd knew.
No, I
that
think
it was
this
just
is-
I
Something
gotta
About
say
Mary.
that's impressive because I would have at least had to do like that because it sticks up, you know, like
But people know. People already knew that this movie was
Yeah.
in one of the
think-
options.
I think it's a very iconic scene. I think it went then on to be spoofed countless times. And
I want you to know that I was too young to really understand what the
what
whole
it
scene
meant.
was.
Yeah.
I was like in 8th grade,
Yeah.
and I saw it in the theaters. I remember seeing it in the theaters, and
And you thought it was hair gel.
I did not understand that.
I don't believe either
So,
one of
I
you.
No,
just-
I was very innocent 8th grader.
I just showed it to Josh, and Josh said, "Where did it go? Why can't he find it?" I said, "Well, Josh, you'll see where it goes in just a second."
I had that entire flip.
Then when you rewatch that scene, you notice like they do a really good job of never showing you that
Never
side
showing
of
you
his
fit.
Yeah.
Yes.
How
That's right.
did it get there?
That's what I want to
Josh,
know.
that's not
He
a
had
question
magic,
for us.
magic stuff.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean?
No one's shooting it up that high. I'm with them. I'm with
I don't
them.
know. I don't know.
But hold on, not just that
I don't
high,
know.
like to the
That egg, I
side.
don't know. I had an entire conversation and debate within my family about that.
Well,
that was
that's-
just.
That's unnecessary.
I have an entire family of men,
Yeah, but you're
and they
debating
all
this
thought it
with
was
your
ridiculous. Well, they
children.
watched it with me.
That's even more unnecessary.
Why? They're adults, Jenny. They're all adults.
I don't know about that.
no.
Are you watching it with your adult parents?
No.
No.
Of course not.
I wouldn't watch it with my parents, but I'm a cool parent, so
Oh no, yeah, I guess.
They
I'm
don't
sorry.
care.
Would your sons agree that you're a cool parent?
I mean,
They did watch the movie with her.
That's true.
accidentally, but yes,
Okay.
I was watching
seen-
it, and they walked in, and then
did
they
they-
never left.
Did
so
they know about this movie before? Had they known this movie at all? Like they're
I
also
think
young,
yeah, no, I mean, they obviously weren't born when this movie,
right?
No, you know what? Honestly, I don't know. I think they know of it, but they didn't really know
Okay.
like the gist of
I
it.
guess I thought this movie was so iconic that
Listen,
But it was for
You know,
it was for the
continued on.
millennials.
Yeah, but
it
they
was
like
for the millennials.
They're,
but
they're
that's about it.
guys. They like this stupid kind of,
the question
crazy movie like
the question
this.
that came up for our purposes was whether or not when she then gels her hair with it,
I say assault.
whether it's an actual
Is
assault.
it an assault?
I think it's an assault.
So,
I'm not sure.
okay. I think it's debatable. I can see both sides of it in that he doesn't know until she gets it in her hand and she's like, oh, it's this hair gel, and puts it in her hair. Up until that point, not an assault. He had no idea it was there. She reached out and got it. She acted before he could stop.
Is there such a thing as a negligent assault?
I think that's negligence, right? Anything that's like, if you accidentally,
But then that's not a crime.
not a crime, but it's not a crime, but if you accidentally, we talked about this with American Pie, if you like pee or something into like a cup and you see that someone's grabbing that cup to drink it.
Yes.
You didn't intend to, it's negligent on your behalf, but that person is still technically assaulted with your bodily fluid.
With your bodily fluid, correct.
And it is what you do in terms of acting
How do
to
you fix the
prevent it
situation?
or to fix it. And in this case, he couldn't prevent it. For sure.
Well, I mean,
Well,
he
he
couldn't.
couldn't.
He could have.
He couldn't prevent
could
when she
have.
grabbed it. He had no idea that it was on his ear. She grabs it, acts too quickly for him to even know. Like, he can't stop her. But
I don't know.
I think
wanna
there's a
do
duty. I think there's a duty for him to say.
I don't want to do a minute by minute, but I don't know. I feel like
I
when
think
she's
there's
like,
roll
oh,
the tape.
Is that hair gel? And then he's like,
Josh,
oh,
don't
yeah.
roll the tape.
Because she said, oh, I just ran out. Because she says, I just ran out. There's a colloquy there.
I just want to know
There
why
was
she
enough
feels
time
she
for
needs to
him
do
to
this
go,
with hair gel.
no.
And it's just like, but you guys
Her
noticed
hair looked lovely. I agree.
The scene-
There was no reason for
the
this.
scene right after the hair is obviously sticking
I
all the way
love
straight
that.
up.
Straight up.
But then
Then
shortly
after that, it's gone.
It's gone.
I know.
Her
Well,
like
no, all hair gel though, like eventually, like it doesn't keep your hairdo the whole time. I understand.
Thank you, Joshua. Yes,
It wasn't hair
it
gel.
was not.
I mean, it wasn't.
what was it, Josh?
No, I don't know. But the point is,
Josh is so uncomfortable. Josh is
he
so
doesn't know
uncomfortable
me.
with us
He doesn't know
old
the
ladies right
context.
now.
He doesn't know the context. He doesn't understand out of
He does
context.
not understand how he got this job, Josh.
Nope, not
and
at
he
all.
does not know what us old ladies want from his life right now.
Fame and fortune. What I'm saying is, I think the
Wait,
duty started.
hold on. Is this like harassment in the workplace for Josh? Is he going to sue us?
Probably yes. I think if I was
my
taking
God.
this scene,
Don't give him ideas.
Are we
taking this scene. See,
Are we making him uncomfortable?
probably.
I made him watch that scene. Like maybe he was uncomfortable.
You know what? Yeah, I think that this
We
is.
should
Why
talk
are you
about that.
confessing right now?
Wait, we should talk about that.
Didn't we just say don't
Don't
talk
talk.
without a lawyer? Shut up.
Yeah, I think if I just took this entire day and made it a movie, I would then ruin that movie by saying this is where it's workplace harassment.
Correct.
Yes.
Stop it.
It's the point at which he sees that she's got it, whether or not it's in the hand or in her hair. He has a duty once he realizes what it is to tell her that's bodily fluid.
Yeah.
And I think at that point it's an assault. It's an act by omission. It's the failure to warn, the failure to tell her what she has just put in her hair. That's on her hand. What if she touches her mouth? That is bad. That is
That
bad.
entire thing also, again,
That
was
is bad.
precipitated by Woogie, who said to him,
Yes.
Oh, he said that. Why did he say that though? He didn't know that was
Because-
Don't
gonna
use
be-
the word precipitated.
sorry, Josh, I'm
You know what though? He didn't see
doing my
that.
SAT words
Woogie
now.
didn't see that would be the outcome. He didn't know that's
No.
where it was going to go.
No, but Woogie
No.
set the
He set
set
it in motion by basically saying
But
you
what
need
was
to
his-
relieve the
But what-
anticipation
Release your
and the
inhibitions,
stress
feel the
because you'll feel
rain
more
of men's-
relaxed
But
on the date.
what was his motive in doing that and saying that?
I don't think he couldn't have possibly predicted that that's what would
Not
happen.
that.
No, I think
But
I
I'm thinking,
don't-
if
I'm
I'm,
not sure
thinking,
that there
if
was
I'm
some
trying to
ulterior
think
motive there.
deviously, maybe he thought if he did that, he wouldn't be able to then do it with her.
Follow through
Yeah.
with the plan, right?
Right. I don't know. Just meh.
we're going to blame Woogie for everything.
Right.
honestly.
Well, one thing we can't blame him for, and that I want to touch upon, is Tucker pretending to be disabled. That's disability fraud. So not only is it normal, like he's impersonating someone else, it's fraud, it's all of this, but it's also disability fraud because one must presume that he is getting some sort of benefit out of this. He's getting to maybe park somewhere. He's getting he's literally walking around
Well,
with,
so
with the...
they
In
don't-
that hunk of junk that he drives.
So they don't show us that. It's very possible that he's only showing this fake disability only in the presence of Mary. Because as soon as he
But
gets
they
in
go
the
to
car,
events together. They went to that like gala thing.
we don't know whether he's getting any kind of financial
We don't.
benefit.
If he were, I would agree
right.
with you.
Right.
That's fraud.
There's some, I don't know. I feel like there's some sort of benefit getting because he's in her
I mean,
presence enough.
all of it is fraudulent misrepresentation.
Yes.
Across just all sorts of stalking everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then we come to the end of the
end.
movie.
Oh God, we haven't gotten there yet.
Oh my gosh. And we get another stalker at the very end of the movie.
Wait,
The
who's
old
other
guy
stalker?
with the gun who just slept with Magda and said, I only slept with you because I
was
want to
trying
be
to get
close
to
to
Mary.
Mary.
Mhm.
What?
What is it about Mary?
Like literally,
I have to ask that question. What is it about her
there's just something about
that
it.
is so
just a sort of
compelling?
je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais
don't
quoi.
I mean, is it because she likes sports?
Okay, so
No, I think it's because she's this really beautiful, all-around American girl
There's
who's
a lot
just
of beautiful.
but she's also cool and chill and fun and funny and not pretentious. And here's the thing. I've gone on rants before about this. I hate pick-me girls. When it's like you're really trying to be like the girl who's into sports and whatever. I eat a burger, and it's like just hate it. You know what? I went into this rant for Wedding Crashers because I really hated Rachel McAdams' character.
Oh yes,
Okay.
And
she was like holier than thou.
So pick-me.
Okay.
Mary, it's so natural that I don't even think of her as a pick-me girl. But if she was a little more forced about it, it would be the epitome of a pick-me girl. It's that girl who's like conventionally beautiful, but she's sweet and she's cool and she's down with sports.
Yeah.
And she can make crude jokes with you and and have a beer and whatever.
Right.
But she's the real deal, Mary.
She even
And
talks
that's
about
why-
farting in the movie.
and so they are all obsessed with her. Everyone's obsessed with Mary.
Dangerously so.
And
So then we come to the old man who puts a rifle and is about to shoot at Ted, who's kissing Mary, but shoots the narrator with the guitar.
That's right. That's absolutely correct.
And that's how the movie ends, guys.
The narrator
with a
with the guitar
murder,
falls overboard.
the one thing about this movie, and I don't think I don't know if they still do this, but there were just like a slew of movies around this era where they break the fourth wall.
Yes.
To have
Oh,
someone talking to the narrating and like in this case singing about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when I was watching, I was like, I completely forgot that they had that.
That trope was
Every once in a while
They would pop up.
they would pop up. And it's strange because it was like a choice that was made
Of course.
in that era that I don't think is really made anymore.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't remember the last time I saw it.
Elf.
Wait, who was the
Papa Elf.
But Papa Elf?
Only in the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
Not
Elf
throughout. But
doesn't
this
do-
movie, this movie.
I didn't see the movie.
They go
Oh,
through.
yeah, it's interspersed.
Josh
throughout
is
the
right.
movie.
Like they open up the movie of Elf and close it out with like him
With a
basically
little
telling you
narrator.
the story
Yeah, yeah.
narration.
Yeah.
No, but there's literally someone walking in the scenes and narrating.
And so it's like, like Mary and Ted will like walk down the street like on a date, and then behind him is like this guy who like looking at the camera singing about what's happening. He and like two other guys. It's basically a Rocky Horror Picture Show does that. There's the narrator. There's a narrator in that one who in the middle as well will do that.
Yeah.
But
Very
so
Greek tragedy.
He gets shot. But the amazing thing is any light character is also obsessed with Mary. Like
Yes.
people who you don't even care about.
So this poor guy, all he wanted to do was just narrate, and he ends up in the intercoastal.
How do you know that? He might have wanted Mary too.
You know what? You're right. 100% right. Well, friends, this was some episode. This was a tough one. How many hair gels? I was about to say that.
Yikes.
How many hair gels? Josh
Legally?
said it before, I know.
I mean, 2. Like nothing about the law is followed
Is
here.
accurate.
And even when there's law enforcement involved, the process is not correct.
No,
Yeah.
they're a menace.
Yeah.
What would you say is accurate to give it a 2? Just trying to come up with, like, they arrested someone for murder. Sure, accurate.
I mean, I guess he's a PI who gets hired. A PI would. Maybe it's
Okay.
a 0. I should be giving it a 0.
1.2.
I'll give it a 1.
Okay.
I'll give it a 1.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah. All right. Okay.
I guess, right?
I guess.
There's nothing really normal about this or like actually legal.
It's fun.
Legally accurate.
It's a good movie.
It's a funny.
And it's
Or
perfect for
accurately legal.
Valentine's Day because it's about love. And that's what the movie's about.
Last
Love.
year for Valentine's Day, we did Pretty Woman.
A different kind of love.
Love and bodily fluids.
Because what
Which is also like Pretty Woman.
we said that there is nothing more romantic than prostitution, is what we said last
And
year.
now we're saying there's nothing more romantic than stalking.
Yes, that's
Right.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
do anything
Infatuation, yes.
for her.
I
Obsession.
would do anything for.
But I won't
Thank you, friends.
do that.
For tuning in
So, yes.
and watching this ridiculous episode.
Yes.
Please.
I have to say,
Okay.
I feel
She's-
like
she's not
because
done.
There's more.
the movie's so ridiculous that we were really kind
No.
of ridiculous.
Yes.
No,
I'm
everything was
giving us
unhinged.
a pass. I'm giving us a pass.
Everything was
This was
unhinged.
unhinged.
Are we still saying case closed, film ruined?
Oh, is that what we're doing?
I don't know. We're trying to.
Thank you, friends, for watching. If you've stuck with us this far, really,
Thank you, friends.
Off the rails.
Please make sure that you follow us on all of the social medias, on
All of them.
Instagram, on YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, Let's Ruin It Podcast. Like, follow, subscribe,
And send us your recommendations.
Absolutely.
We're looking for new movies.
Please,
send
I'm
us to your
tired of
friends.
fighting with them about what movie we're gonna do next. So send some ideas.
Yes.
I think we're often very understanding and willing to reach a compromise.
Okay.
All right.
Catch you on the next
Bye,
episode.
guys.
Bye.